Okay, so I think I will have two students, right? Nubia and Juliana. No,
I don't know who is Juliana.
Juliana. No.
I don't know. I don't know who
Uh-huh.
is Juliana. No.
Okay. So it's Nubia.
Yeah, I'm Novia. This is Novia Velasquez. Yes.
Okay, Nubia, very good. Welcome to the class, Nubia. Okay, so let me introduce myself, Nubia. Okay, my name is Miguel Cervantes, Nubia,
Miguel.
and I hold a BA in English, and I also hold a master degree in education. And right now, next year, next January, I'm going to start to study a doctorate degree in education for technology or innovation for technology. I live in Mexico. I am 50 years old. I am married. Okay,
Okay.
and I have been in English teacher for the last 25, 27 years. Very good. What are you doing? Can you please introduce yourself, please, Nubian?
Te escucho muy bien. Espérame. I can hear you. Well, let me check my computer. One moment, please.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Good. Can you hear
Yeah.
me now? Very good, Nubian.
Okay. Super.
Okay, Nubian, okay, good. Nubian. Can you please introduce yourself, Nubia, please?
Yes. Okay. My name is.
Good.
Let me open my camera because it's better.
Very good. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. A ver. Ahora sí.
Excellent, Nubia. Very good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Very good, Nubia.
Enrique.
Okay.
Enrique.
Miguel.
Miguel. Sorry, Miguel.
Miguel.
Yeah,
Good.
okay.
Good.
So I have a problem with the names, all names. Always I change it. I don't know what is my problem with this.
Very good, Nubia. Very good.
My gosh.
Okay,
Okay,
Nubia.
so
Yes.
about me. Okay, so my name is Novia Velasquez, and I'm divorced. I'm 50 years old. I have two kids. One of these, one of them is Santiago. Santiago is 22 years old, and the other one is 7 years old. So,
Very good.
yes, yes. And now I'm working for a company, for a private company, and Ansel, Colombia, exactly. And I've been working for 3 months approximately.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew employee in this company. Okay,
Very good, very good.
as a manager accounting. Okay, no
Excellent.
more.
Okay. No, yeah, so you live in Colombia.
Yes, I
Excellent.
live. Okay, so I live in Colombia. I base in Bogota,
Bogota.
Bogota
Very good.
capital of Colombia.
Very good, Nuria. Nuria, have you ever been to Mexico?
Yeah, I have two. I have twice. Yes, approximately 4 years ago.
4 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And what city did you visit?
GF, Mexico, and outside Mexico, I don't know what was the names.
Guadalajara, Monterrey.
Monterrey, creo que es, sí.
Okay.
Monterrey.
Okay. Very good, Nuria. Excellent, Nuria. Well, okay, Nuria, how long have you been studying English?
Um, I started to learn English, I think 7 years ago,
All
eight
right.
years ago, approximately. Yeah, it was exactly for my work. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
because the company, because exactly that company, when I was working there, and that company gave me the opportunity to learn English because I need it. Because I
Okay.
need it because that company was or based in US. Okay,
Ah, okay,
and
okay.
all time, yeah, and all time, right, all time speaking English. Obviously, a little English because in that time, obviously, when the person or everybody start to learn English,
Yes.
the fluency in English is very slow.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Much.
Okay, yeah, very good. Okay. And right now you're working for a company called Hansel.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
and what does the company do?
um, Now, currently, I'm working for us in Colombia, but I'm handle one company. But the company said it could be in the short future, in the short time,
Yes.
it could be manage other countries. Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay,
But
okay.
before I handle three countries in finance.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Very good, Nuria. Very good. Okay, okay. Excellent, Nuria. Very good, Nuria. Okay, Nuria. So let's begin. Okay, let's start Nuria, with a little review. Okay,
Okay.
of the
Uh-huh.
of some grammar that for your level it should be really really easy. I'm going to share the screen with you. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay, here we have a review for all tense. Okay, it says filling the correct form of the verb given. Okay, I will rate. Okay, number one. It says
Mhm.
Jeff. Okay, or bank manager at the moment. He here for 3 years. I went alarm off at 5:30 this morning. If anyone
Mhm.
donates $5, we enough to buy a new machine. There, I got a documentary on TV yesterday. It? No, I didn't. I to take my television set back to the store to have it repaired. When
Uh-huh.
I to the car park, I didn't know where I my car. It says my
Okay.
son called the same put over the whole winter. I guess he it were. Mom dinner when the doctor okay. He around with a limp since his accident a few weeks ago. You look
Mhm.
very pretty worried. What? Okay. Number 10. What when we at the theater they play, okay. For example, number one says Jeff it says our bank manager at the moment. So it says Jeff is
Hour
okay, our bank manager at
is
the moment. He
uh-huh.
here for 3 years. He has been here. Okay, he has been here for 3 years. Very good, William. Very good, yeah. Okay, now we will continue with the other. Please listen. Let's do this, okay? Don't copy all, it's too much to copy, okay? You just please write the number, and only write the correct answer, okay? Just write the number and write the correct answer, okay?
but the example is B in the first well, okay, so then the first question is B, but in the second part you put in has been.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's competing that it depends on the
And no,
verb.
no,
I don't know.
it depends on the meaning of
In
the
the
sentence.
first, yeah, but the first part, but the other part is not
Here
equal.
is present,
Yeah.
because in Spanish is Jeff es nuestro gerente de banco, por ahora, ¿no? O en el momento. Él ha estado aquí por 3 años.
No,
Why?
no,
Why?
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I understand all,
Okay,
obviously, but
good.
the in quotation is be. Be is like verb to be. But
Good.
the other part, the second part, and you put in he has been, but it
Yes.
does not apply in this verb. Okay, because it's in the other sentence. or tense,
Yes, exactly. You have
right?
that's why you have to adapt
Exactly.
the verb to the
Uh-huh.
correct tense. Okay, exactly. We need
Exactly.
just the base form, like all of the verbs. Okay, that is the base form of the verb. You have to conjugate the verb according to the meaning of the sentence.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, the second, when the alarm, I go,
It says,
when the alarm,
I when the
I
alarm
leave,
off at 5:30 this morning.
I go, no, I go. Okay, yes, okay,
Mhm. That
I
was
see.
that was take your time. Take the, my suggestion is just copy the number and then on
Mhm.
a piece of paper or on a Word file if you want to write the correct answers. Okay, don't copy all; it's too much to copy. Okay, it's just too much to copy. Okay, don't copy all. Just the number and the correct answer. The number and the correct answer. That's why you have to analyze the sentences. Okay. For example, it says number two.
I
I
sleep
went the alarm off at 5:30 this morning. Aquí que sí,
I sleep when the alarm.
yo estaba
When
aún durmiendo cuando la
Yes, I
alarma
sleep.
sonó.
Uh-huh.
I sleep is yo duermo. How do you say
Okay,
yo estaba
sleep.
durmiendo? How do you
Okay,
say
I was sleep.
I was okay? Look at
I
still
was sleep.
sleeping when the
I
alarm
was sleep. When the alarm
went off. Went off
went
sonó.
off. Okay, I
Right.
think that
So,
putting is still in when the alarm is still when it's still off.
no.
No?
Look at still is with still is with sleep. You have to combine the still with the sleep. Okay.
Okay.
I was still sleeping when the alarm went off at 5:30 this morning. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now, let's continue. Okay, you continue from number 3 to number 10. Okay. Remember, you have to read and analyze the sentences. So let's allow yeah, 5 minutes, 6 minutes for the activity. Okay. Remember,
Okay.
copy the number and just write the correct answer. Okay. On a piece of paper, on a Word file, I don't know, on a Google document if you want to. Very good. Very good.
A ver. And therefore, in the second part, I don't know. Okay. So continue with the other part. Okay.
Very good. Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is is it? Okay.
Very good.
What is pullover?
Sorry?
Pullover, por favor.
Wait, what, sorry?
Pullover. 6.
Six.
Yes.
Yes, sorry. Pull over, yes. Pullover is similar to a sweater. Sweater.
Okay.
Similar to a sweater, okay? Pull over, sweater.
Okay. Yeah.
Very good. For example, Nubia. Nubia. It says a limp. A limp, Nubia. What is that, Nubia? A limp.
I don't know what is a link.
Okay. A limp is, for example, Nubia. Let's imagine that a person had an accident, okay, on his leg, no? Let's imagine that a man had an accident on his leg. And because of this accident, okay, doctors had to operate the man and they had to amputate the leg. So now, for the man to walk, he has to use a limb. A limb. It is prosthesis. No,
Okay.
prosthesis, very good. Prosthesis. Very good.
Uh, 10 until 10, right?
Yes, until 10. Very good. Exactly. Until number 10. When you're ready, you tell me, okay? When you're done, you tell me, okay?
Finish.
Very good. Okay, Nubia, what about number three? If everyone donates $5,
We had we had enough to buy a new machine.
almost look at this. We will have.
Ah, we have.
Why is it?
Okay.
If everyone donates $5, this Nubia, this is an example of the first conditional. For example,
Yeah.
for first conditional, you can say, if I
No,
have,
yeah, it's clear. It's clear. It's clear. It's
yes,
clear.
if
It's
I have
perfectly clear.
time, for example, I will go to the cinema.
Hmm.
Very good. However, number four,
There was
very good. There was,
a
oh,
great documentary on TV yesterday, isn't it? A
here,
great documentary on TV yesterday evening, isn't it? The
use,
other part at the
you,
end of the evening.
here, look at this one. Here, we have to use UC here.
Uh, okay,
Uh-huh. UC is here. But look, it's a question. Look at this. It's a question.
there's a question.
No?
Mhm.
How you say, Nubia? How you say? ¿Lo viste?
Do you see it?
Very good.
Do you
Did
see it?
you see it?
Do you
No,
see it?
I didn't. I
I have. I
I
have
had
had.
I had to take my television set back to the store to have it repaired. Why had? Because the question was, did you see it? No, I didn't. I had to take my television. Very good. Okay. Nubia, when I to the park,
When I return, when I returned to the car park, I didn't know where put put or park. Yeah, I park in my car.
very good. Where I parked. Excellent. Very
Parked.
good. 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 My uncle, the same
We
pullover.
are my uncle. We are the same pullover.
Yes, my
The
uncle
whole.
wears wears
Where's I am. Where's yes.
wears the same
Where's the same
pullover.
pullover? The whole winter. I guess he love it.
He
Loves
loves
loves it.
it. Exactly.
Loves
He
it.
loves it. Very good. Very good. Okay. Mom,
Siete, seven. Prepare my no mom prepare dinner when the
mhm,
doctor arrived.
yeah, when the doctor arrived, yes, no. Here, no, yeah, here.
Mhm.
Was preparing. Mom was preparing dinner when the doctor arrived. Okay. There. Okay. Why was preparing and not prepared?
Ah,
Here
yeah.
is an example of the context. Okay. Here in
Mhm.
this sentence, the person is speaking about the context about what a person was doing. For example, I can ask you, Nubia, what were you doing yesterday, Nubia, at 5 p.m.?
At 5, I had still
You can say,
working.
pues, at 5
I had p.m.
p.m. I was
I was working.
I was still
I say
working.
was
No?
working.
I was still working. No, Nubia, for example, what were you doing yesterday, Nubia, at 10 p.m.?
At 10,
Mhm.
I was watching TV.
Very good. Exactly. Very good. Then let me tell you an example because I am asking you about the context. Okay. Good.
Mhm.
Good. Number eight. He
8. Walked. He
he
walked
he
around.
yes he walks around
Uh, he
with that
walks around with a limp since
since he
he had he had his
very
accident.
very good a few weeks ago. Very good. Very good. Number nine. You look pretty worried. What
What happened?
what happens? Okay. Mhm. What happens? Very good. Excellent. When we at the theater, they play
When 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 we arrive
very
at
good.
the theater,
Good.
arrive at the theater, the play already start already.
They play had already. Okay,
Uh,
listen. Had already.
yeah, had already.
¿No? When we arrive at the play, cuando llegamos a la obra, ¿no? Al teatro, la obra ya había empezado. The play had already started. Very good, Novia. Very good. Okay. Okay, Novia. Very good. Okay. This help me, Novia, to know your English level. Okay. Novia, I have
Uh-huh.
a question. Novia. Are you? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to see you at the meeting. Very good. Are you on a computer or on a laptop?
A laptop.
A laptop. Okay. Listen. I'm going to share my board with you. Look at this. With this board, you can also access, okay, and write on the board. For example,
Give me one moment, please.
yes. I'm going to share it here on the chat from it. Very good.
Sorry, Miguel, but I
Okay,
need
very good.
to take my pills, okay?
Okay, very good.
So,
Yes. So here
because this is the hour to
is
take.
Juliana.
Sorry.
Okay. I think we have a new student. Hello, Juliana. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Very fine, thank you.
Welcome to the class, Juliana. Okay.
Yes, sorry for the for the time.
Very good, Juliana. Okay, Juliana, let me introduce myself. Okay. My name is Miguel Cervantes. I'm Miguel Cervantes Palacios, and I have been an English teacher for the last 25 or 27 years. I hold a BA in English. I also hold a master's degree in education. And next year, I'm going to study a doctoral degree in education, in innovation for education or technology for education. I live in Mexico. I live in Hidalgo. I'm married, and I have taught several English classes from beginners to advanced to certifications, exams, and um, and business classes. Okay. What are you, Juliana?
I live in Peru. I I'm not married. I have four dogs and one cat.
Okay.
I practice English. I love English, but I I don't use it too much, so this class will help me to improve my English and my vocabulary. Uh, I study communications. I work in ANSO like for 3 years now. So
Okay.
I'm very excited for the class.
Very good, Juliana. Okay, okay, Juliana, very good. Okay, let's say please. Very good. Okay, and wait a minute. And very good. Okay, Nubia, Nubia, could you please introduce to Juliana, please?
Hi, Juliana. How are you?
Very fine, Novia.
Hi.
Did you
Okay.
know each other, Juliana
No,
and Nubia?
No,
No?
no, no, no.
Juliana, in what area do you work?
I work in inside sales
Oh,
this
okay. Super.
with Flor Loya.
Okay. I am pleasure you know you or you meet you. Okay, so this is Novia Velasquez. I am based in Bogota, Colombia. I working here for 3 months ago, approximately 3 months. So I new employee, but before I work to the other company or private company for 14 years, approximately 14 years, um, as a finance manager. Okay, so I'm based in Bogota as accounting manager now. And okay, so I enjoy exactly I enjoy to learn English because I need to improve more only these skills because it's better to speak in English to the other people when you go to the other countries, etc., etc. Yeah, or we do need it every day. Or for example, in my case, I need to speak English because 2 or 3 um, times during the week I need to speak in English because I speak with the other people outside Colombia. Okay,
Excellent, very
and I
good.
have and I have two and I have 2 kids, and I divorced. Sorry.
Excellent, very good, 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 Juliana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Juliana. So I was working with Nubia, Juliana, some topics that you already know, okay, about English. So let's continue with the revision, okay? We just finished the first part of the revision. Now let's move on to the second part, okay?
Okay.
Juliana, are you on a computer or on a laptop?
On a laptop.
On a laptop, very good. Okay, listen, I'm going to share, well, listen, I'm going to project my screen. Look at this. Usually for my classes, okay, I like to use this tool. Look at this. Okay, it's a digital board, okay? Here on the board, okay, you will find all the activities that we are going to work and
Okay.
we already worked before. For example, obviously today is October 25th, okay, 2024, and the goal is by the end of the class, because we know the elements of a good way to communicate in English.
Okay.
So I want to give you access to the board. The board is open all the time. So whenever you have chance, you can access the board, take them, I don't know, retake the exercises, review the notes, okay, and check everything you want to. Okay. Okay, listen, I'm going to share the board with you. Okay, listen, to share. Okay. Now you have the access to be an editor. And I'm going to copy the link there on the
WhatsApp.
on the chat, okay? Or on WhatsApp, exactly. Look at this. Once again, it's there, okay, and also on WhatsApp, okay? If you
Okay.
click on the link, okay, it's a web app. It won't need any installation, okay? It just needs you to open it and you will be accessing the board easily, okay? Pues here I see someone, okay, look at this. Very good. Excellent, friends, very good.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
only for what? Only for putting the notes? I don't understand.
No, it's also editor. So it means that you can also write on the board. Okay, so I will show you how to write on the board. Okay, okay. So here is Nubia. Here, yes.
Yes.
Very good, Nubia. So let's wait for Juliana. Okay, here is Juliana. Very good. Excellent, my friends. Very good. Okay, excellent, my girls. Good. Okay, so listen. Let's continue with the second part of the review. Okay, I guess all of these sentences are easy for you. Okay, all of them are incorrect. Okay, so let's find the mistake and correct it. For example, I worry it says she don't like going to the gym early in the morning. If I was you, I would take the job offer. It says he suggested me to try the new restaurant in town. There is too many information in this report. I have visited London last year. She's more talented than any student in her class. The book was lying on the table for days. Everyone should do their best to recycle. It's important for the environment. He says he's interested on learning French. Neither of the solutions were effective. The teacher asked me where did I put my homework. She's the most smartest student in class. For example, all of them are incorrect. Okay. Number one, she don't like going to the gym early in the morning. Super easy. Look at this. How do you write on the board? Look at this. Click on T. Click on T. Okay. And then click on the space you want to write. So click here. Okay. And then you will to, for example, the correct is she doesn't like to, but she doesn't like going to the gym, okay, early in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is okay. She doesn't like, okay. Excellent, friends. Very good.
If I was you.
Okay, for example, number 2 is for Nubia. Number 3 is for Juliana, okay? Ah, very good. I can see Juliana's name. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Very good, okay. So number 2 is for Nubia. Number 3 is for Juliana, and so on, okay?
And this is incorrect.
Exactly. Yes, he suggests me to try the new restaurant in town. Exactly.
Sorry, but the scroll. Okay, so it's
Yes.
functioning.
Very good.
In what part is?
Number 2, look at this. No, number 2 is for Nubia, no? Number 2 is for Nubia, and number 3 is for Juliana. Okay.
Oh, sorry, but I don't know what is. Ah, okay, yeah.
Yes.
I entered the test. Mhm.
Very good. So he suggests me to try the new restaurant in town. Very good. I'm going to say that again. Very good.
If if I were was okay. If I if
Very good.
if I if I were you, I would. Oh, good. I would.
Listen, I am going to tell Juliana. Juliana, okay. He suggests me to try the new restaurant in town. Is incorrect. The correct is like this. He suggested that
Ah,
suggested that I try. Very good. He suggested that I try. Very good. The new and all the rest, the new restaurant in town. Okay. He suggested that I try the new restaurant in town. Very good, Novia. If I were you, I would take excellent, Novia. Very good. Good. He suggested that I try the new restaurant. Excellent, excellent. Very good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 Very good. So let's move on. Okay. Look, the next one is Nubia. Nubia and Juliana. This one. Okay. This is Nubia. There is too many information in this report. Nubia. And Juliana, I have visited London last year. Okay, very good. Excellent, my girls, excellent.
I think is I had visit London last year, or I have had visit London last year.
Oh, no, look at this. Oh, no, look at this. Look at the key, Juliana. The key is here. Last
Okay,
year. Last
that
year.
past.
Exactly. For example, I can tell you, Juliana,
I
last year I went to Cancun, Mexico. Juliana, last year I bought a house in Los Cabos, Mexico. Okay.
okay. Okay, is that okay?
Very good. Ah,
Yeah.
let me check again. Very good. Okay. I have visited London last year. It's possible. Very good. Yes. Or this one. It is I visited London last year too. Okay. Very good. Nubia, let's see Nubia. It says there is too many information in this report. And Nubia wrote there was too. Well, the first part Nubia is the same. The first part is the same. Okay. There is okay too much information in this report. Very good. Exactly. Very good. Good. Okay, let's the same. Okay, Nubia. Okay, and Juliana. Okay.
Mm,
She's more talented than any student in her class. The book was lying on the table for days.
the food. And in that one, I don't know.
Very good. Okay, no worries. Okay, good. I
The
will tell
food.
you. Okay, very good. Look at this. Okay, let me check again. Okay, very good. Here it is. Okay, very good. Let me here. Okay, let me do a change. Okay, here, for example, Juliana, it says the book was lying on the table for days. No,
Huh?
the problem is here. Look at this. The problem is here.
Was laying.
This one, laying. Laying is for hens. Hens lay eggs. Las gallinas ponen huevos. This
Uh,
is the verb poner. But poner, this is for hens. So the correct is the book.
was lying.
The,
Lay.
exactly, the book was lying, okay, on the table. Ah, very good. Exactly. Good. Let me. Okay. On the table, okay, for days. Y this one, lie on es
Uh,
estar sobre, lie on, ok. Fíjate que cómo se parece, ¿eh?
yes, it looks like.
It's very similar, ¿no? Only with letter A, pues one es poner, pero poner de que gallinas ponen huevo. Very good.
Mm,
Nubia, it says, she's more talented than any, here Nubia, she is more, Nubia, more talented than any other, here, than any other student in her class. no, than any other student in her class. Very good. Okay. Very good. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, Nubia, everyone should to do their best to exercise, to recycle. It's important for the environment. Juliana is interested on learning French. Very good. This is Nubia and this is Juliana. Okay. He's interested on learning French. Very good. Excellent, Nubia. Very good. Everyone should do their best. Ah, no, just here, no, here, Nubia. It's good. Look at this. It's best to recycle. It's important for the environment. Very good. Should do. Very good. Excellent, excellent. Good. There, Juliana. Almost. Look at this. He's interested on learning French. The problem, Juliana, is here. Look at this. The problem is here. Look at this. On.
In learn English.
Exactly.
Learn.
Very good. In learning. Very good. Juliana. Good. In learning.
Miguel,
Yes.
and why to recycle? Two, and why two?
Ah,
Putting two.
everyone should do their best to. Ah, yes. Because the structure, for example, the structure is the basic structure
Recycle, no?
is do one's best to do something. The basic structure or the simple structure is this: do one's best to do something. For example, I can tell you, okay, I promise I'm going to do the best, okay, to teach you well, okay. I promise I'm going to do the best, okay, to teach you well. For example, okay. Or you can say, Anna,
No, no, no.
don't.
My question, sorry, my question is about two before recycle and why need to put in two because recycle in this case is I know that is a action,
It's
but why two?
the second here is a verb, okay.
Uh-huh.
Some, and best is an adjective, no? It's the superlative of good, no? So in order to connect an adjective with a verb, in this example we need two, okay. That's why we cannot just write everyone should do their best recycle. That is ungrammatical, okay? It doesn't exist, okay? Why? Because we have the superlative form and then we have a verb. So in order to connect the superlative form and the verb, we need, in this case, article 2. And look at this, the simple form. Do one's best to do something. Okay. Like here, I promise I'm going to do the best to teach you well. Yes. That is
Okay.
why we have an adjective and a verb. Very good. And here, Juliana, okay, he's interested in learning French. Very good. Okay. Okay. Numia says neither of the solutions were effective. And Juliana, the teacher asked me, where did I put my homework? Very good. Let's see. Nubia. Nubia says, neither of the solutions were effective. Here, Nubia, the problem is here, Nubia. Look at this. In the verb, where? Why? Why,
Okay.
Nubia? Why? Why? Neither, neither of, okay. Look at this. Ese tipo de palabras como neither, neither of, okay. The technical name in English is called partitive, okay. But this partitive in Nubia and Juliana is a single partitive, okay. So single partitive, for example, you can say, for example, I will tell you one example. Neither of the members, okay, likes to work late. Look at this. Look at the verb. Neither of the members likes. Look at this. Likes to work late. Another example, for example, neither of the employees, okay, I don't know, prefers to work from home. For example, neither of the employees prefers to work from home. Look at this. Okay. Chicas, esta palabra neither, chicas, siempre el verbo va a ser como en tercera persona. Neither of the members likes, neither of the employee prefers, yeah, neither of the solutions was effective. Why? Because of the partitive. Neither is a partitive, but it's a singular partitive. Okay. Y su opuesto, ven chicas, su opuesto es both. Both of. Okay. Both of. This is also a partitive, okay? But this is a plural partitive. For example, you can say, both of us, okay? Both of us live in Mexico, for example. Ambos vivimos en México. And look at the verb. The verb here is for they. Fíjense, aquí el verbo, chicas, es como si fuera ellos o ellas. And here, the verb is like if it were, como si fuera, chicas, él o ella. For example, both of the employees, for example, both of the employees, okay, like to work late. Both of the employees like to work late. Y vean, chicas, el verbo. Ladies, okay. Y que dice, a ambos empleados les gusta trabajar tarde. So remember, when we use neither, we have to think on the verbs on simple present for he, she, or it. Okay, for he, she, or it. But when we use both of, that is, for the verbs for we or they. We or they. Okay. Very good. That's why here is neither of the solutions here. Neither of the solutions was effective. We're gonna be so let's say Juliana, did she ask me where I put my homework? Exactly. Very good. Okay, the last one is for Nubia. Nubia. She is the most smartest student in the class. And this is for Juliana. When I was younger, my parents gave me many advices, Juliana. And one more for this is for Juliana. One more for Nubia. Nubia, for example, Okay, very good. This is for Juliana and Nubia. Okay, let's see even she's the here Nubia. She's the look at this the smartest student in class. Why? Why? Because it's smart. Remember Nubia. Smart is a short adjective. Okay, look at this. Smart. Smart is a short adjective. Okay. The comparative is smarter. Más inteligente. Very good. Y el más inteligente, the smartest. Here's here. She is the smartest in the class. Very good. Okay, this is for Juliana and this is for Nubia. Nubia, I arrived to Peru last year. Okay, let me write here for Juliana. Very good. Juliana, here, it says, when I was younger, my parents gave me many advices, no? The problem, Juliana, is here.
Was
Many advices. Okay?
much places.
That is the problem, okay?
Okay.
When I was younger, it's okay. Que dice, cuando yo era más joven, okay? That part is good, okay? When I was younger, that's good. But my parents gave me many advices.
Much advices.
Much advices?
I don't think so.
Almost, almost. Okay, look at this. Remember, my friend, remember. The word advice, okay?
Advice.
Look at it. The word advice is a mass noun. Ese ya es un sustantivo masivo, un sustantivo en plural. Okay?
Mhm.
So, for example, for here it says, when I was younger, my parents gave me, you can say, for example, a lot of advice or much advice.
Much.
Much advice. Okay. Never, te voy a decir, las palabras masivas, por ejemplo, advice, vamos a poner otras más, por ejemplo, sugar, ¿no?
Ah.
Otro, por ejemplo, rice, ¿no? Vamos a poner otro, por ejemplo, oil.
Like uncountable nouns.
Exactly. They are massive or uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns, Juliana and Nubia, they don't have a plural form. Never. We never say sugars. We never say rices. We never say oil. Por ejemplo, uno que a lo mejor que genera mucho problema, que es este, vean. Bread. Bread, que es pan. In Spanish, yes. You can say, me comí 2 panes, ¿no? Me comí 3 panes. But in English, no. Okay. However, Nubia and Juliana, there is one way to say un consejo. How did you think, Juliana, we say un consejo in English?
An advice.
Casi. Look at this.
One advice.
An advice or one advice, okay? Nubia, how do we say Nubia in English? Un consejo.
As the same, an advice.
Okay, listen, please. This an advice or one advice, okay? This is ungrammatical. They don't exist in English, okay?
No?
How do you say un consejo? Look at this. A piece of advice.
Ah,
Parece que dijera un pedazo de consejo, ¿cierto? Pues no. Okay, parece que dijera un pedazo de consejo. Bueno, all of this is un consejo. The same for here, for example, bread. A question for Nubia. How do you say Nubia? Un pan. Un pan.
A bread.
piece of bread.
Exactly. A piece of bread. Bien, ahí está. Parece que dijera un pedazo de pan, pero no. Es un pan. Es here. A piece of pie es un consejo. How do you say, for example, fíjense, chicas, todas ellas se pueden cambiar a singular. Por ejemplo, de oil, podemos decir, por ejemplo, Bottle of oil. Esa una botella de aceite. Rice. You can say, for example, a cup of rice. Una taza de azúcar. Sugar. You can say, for example, a spoon of sugar. It is a spoon of sugar. Yes, or a piece of rice. Very good. Very good. Okay. That was for Juliana. Well, Nubia. This one, Nubia. I arrived to Peru last year. Correct, Nubia, or incorrect? What do you think? I arrived to Peru last year, Nubia. Correct or incorrect? What do you think?
Correct.
Correct. Okay. Juliana,
For
I
I am
arrived to Peru last year. Correct or incorrect, Juliana?
um
In Peru. I write in Peru last year.
I arrived in Peru. I arrived to Peru, and I think it's correct.
You think it's correct.
Yes.
Very good. Listen, friends. Listen, listen. Arrived to. Arrived to. This is Spanglish. Okay. This is Spanglish. Okay. It's the influence from Spanish into English. Okay. Arrived to doesn't exist in English, my friends. Here is I arrived in Peru last year. We have two possibilities. Okay. We have arrived in or maybe arrive at. Ambos chicas en español son llegar a. In Spanish. Okay? In Spanish is llegar a, but there's a difference. Arrive in is for countries. It is for countries, cities, states, nations. Okay. Arrive at is for buildings, houses, facilities. Okay. For example, here, I arrived in Peru last year. But for example, you can say with at, for example, you can say she will she will arrive at the office, okay, later. Okay, like here, okay. Or also here, look at this, offices, okay, houses, facilities, or offices. Okay. So remember, arrive to is Spanglish. It doesn't exist, okay? Very good, friends. Okay, my ladies, here, any question about these topics, my friends? Or about the topics we were checking here?
All clear.
Okay. Nubia?
No for now.
No, for now. Very good. Okay, this is the review. Okay, so now let's move on to the book. Okay, so look at this. Okay, the book starts with simple topics. Okay, which is this one. Okay, for example, he said, "What makes a good communicator?" He says, "Choose the three most important factors from this list. For example, fluency in the language. Okay, grammatical accuracy, an awareness of body language, an extensive vocabulary, being a good listener, not being afraid of making mistakes, a sense of humor, physical appearance, and no strong accent." For example, what about Nubia? Nubia, what do you think? Which of these elements make a good communicator, Nubia?
Okay. So
Which of the
what are
uh,
the most important factors?
exactly from these factors, from these elements, which of them make a good communicator?
I think that influence in language,
Fluency in the language, okay, very good.
uh,
That's one.
not being afraid to making mistakes,
Very good.
a sense of humor.
A sense of humor, very good. Okay, that's for me. What about for Juliana? Juliana, which of these elements make a good communicator according to your experience?
Not being afraid of making mistakes.
Very good.
Um, fluency in the language,
Fluency in the language. Very good.
extensive vocabulary,
Very good. Extensive vocabulary. Very good.
and grammatic. What is grammatical accuracy?
Ah, grammatical accuracy. Grammatical accuracy is to have a good grammar.
Okay, yes, that too.
Okay, 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 very good. Okay, I agree with you. Excellent. Okay, it's good. Okay, it says, what other factors are important for communication? Okay, look at this. Discuss these questions. What forms of written and spoken communication do you like using? Why? What problems can people have with the different forms of communication? How do you think those problems can be solved? For example, what about, let's say, Nubia, what forms of written and spoken communication do you like using and why? For example, Nubia, I will tell you, okay? Usually, Nubia, I don't like to text on WhatsApp. I prefer to call the person or to send voice messages. But that's me, okay? What about you, Nubia?
For me, it's very is very speak speak in a call.
All right.
Yeah, I obviously I like write, but I prefer to speak in a call.
Very good. Okay, 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 good. What about for you, Juliana? What do you prefer?
I prefer to text. I don't like to call. I think nowadays, nowadays, I think that most of the people text. They no call. Maybe when you call, you're being a little bit aggressive because you're like, okay, you want to talk right now, right? So sometimes people are busy. So I prefer to text.
Okay, very good. Okay, good, good. I mean, what problems can people have with the different forms of communication? For example, for me, okay, I prefer also to text. Okay, sometimes one problem with texting is that if the person is not paying attention to the phone, okay, and maybe we need a fast or immediate answer, I won't get it because I need to wait until the person reads the message and he or she answers the message back. That is one problem, okay? What about Nubian? What do you think? What problems have you faced when communication, Nubian?
What problems? I'm sorry, but I
Ah,
can't
yes,
hear
yes.
you.
For example, when you said that you prefer to call the person, no?
Mhm.
What problems have you found when you call a person?
Oh, okay.
Referring to communication, okay?
Oh no, it depends on. So it depends. For example, when I speak with Indian people, it is terrible because they accent is terrible. Yeah, or because they speaking very fast and the accent is difficult to understand. No,
Exactly. 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 I agree
or
with you.
Chinese people, the other people, for example, the other accent. Oh my gosh.
I agree with you, Nubia. I agree with you. Okay, yes. Hindu accent or Chinese accent is really strong. Okay, so you really need to pay attention to what they are saying. Okay, I agree with you. Very good. Good. What about Juliana? What problems have you found, Juliana, when texting, for example?
For example, in texting, the problem is that everybody puts the tone of the voice and what they want, right? So maybe you're making a question and sounds like you are making a affirmation or some. It's like you don't see what is the no verbal communication of the person, so that makes confused. Sometimes you think they are lying no, what do you, how do you say gritar, lay,
Screaming. They are.
es,
Look at this.
they are screaming, or they are very mad, and no, they are just making a question. So that's very difficult to know the tone of the sentence.
Yes.
So
Exactly. Exactly. That is important. Exactly. To identify the accent of the sentence. No? Very good.
yes. Correct.
Okay, my friends, very good. Okay, so here it says, okay, look at this. Says, which of these words apply to good communicators and which apply to bad communicators? Add two adjectives of your own to the list. For example, I will read articulate, focus, reserved, coherent, hesitant, responsible, eloquent, inhibited, sensitive, extrovert, persuasive, succinct, fluent, rambling, and vague. For example, my friend, here maybe you don't know what is, for example, I don't know, inhibited. What is this, Novia? Inhibited, Novia. How you say that in Spanish, Novia? Inhibited.
Prohibit
Inhibited.
Inhibition.
and prohibit.
Exactly. Similar to Spanish, like inhibido, okay.
Inhibited.
Tímido,
Yes.
okay.
Inhibited. Mhm.
Very good. What about Juliana? Juliana, what about sensitive, Juliana? Sensitive.
Sensible. Sensible, like
Like in Spanish es sensible, ¿no? Very
sensible.
good.
What is hesitant?
Hesitant, very good. Hesitant, that is in Spanish dudoso, dudosa. Okay, very good. Maybe what about Nubia? What is Nubia succinct? Succinct.
Succinct
Succinct. Huh?
is like very simple, very focused in a very focused, no? Very focused when you speak something. When you
Ah,
speak in something. Yeah.
succinct is similar to fluent. Okay,
Ah, okay.
fluent. Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Por ejemplo, voy a escribir una palabra. In, bien. Science research. Bien. In science research, chicas, usamos mucho esta palabra. Usamos esta palabra. Lo que dice. Succinctly. Succinctly, lo que dice. Vean cómo cambia, ¿eh? Succinctly, vean, ahí está. Succinctly, succinctly. Succinct, fluido, fluida. Succinctly, fluidamente. Okay. For example, you can say, please, you can say, for example, please write the report, okay, succinctly. Okay, please write the report succinctly. Es decir, escribe el reporte fluidamente, with a lot of details, okay. Okay, look at this, my friends. Rambling. What do you think is Juliana? Rambling. Rambling. What is that? Rambling.
When you go to one idea to other, when you're like confused,
Exactly. When you try to speak about many ideas at the same time, okay, and in the end, the person or the listener didn't understand.
they understand you.
Exactly. And vague, very similar to Spanish, vague is to say many things, okay, but not to go directly to the point. Okay, vague. Okay. Or for example, look at this. We also have this word, vaguely. Vaguely, okay, vaguely. For example, you can say, for example, like this, okay. The presenter spoke vaguely. The presenter spoke vaguely. It means that the presenter spoke about many things, but he or she didn't get to the point. Okay, to the point of the presentation. Okay. Okay, I guess very good. So for me, look at this. For example, I'm going to read this. Okay. For me, it says the good communicators. Okay. For me, good communicators need to be coherent. Ah, what is coherent, Nubia? Coherent. How is that in Spanish, Nubia? Coherent.
Coherent. It says the same in Spanish.
Very,
Coherente.
very good.
Very focused.
Very good. Very
Very
focused. Very good. Excellent.
focused.
Okay. Okay, my friend. So, okay. So, listen. Very good. For me, a good communicator should be coherent, should be also focused. Okay. What about Juliana? What other elements should a good communicator have?
Mm, I think it has to be inhibited,
Inhibited.
and
Inhibited.
inhibited.
Inhibited. Okay.
Eloquent,
Eloquent. Very good.
yes.
Okay.
Fluent
Fluent. Very good. Exactly. 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 Very good. Okay.
and mm, articulate.
Articulate. Very good. Okay. What about for you, Nubia? What are the elements? Okay.
Sorry, what element?
What are
Sorry.
the elements for a good communicator?
Ah, okay. Uh, I think that articulate
Articulate. Very good. Okay. Another.
other persuasive,
Persuasive. Persuasive.
uh-huh.
Persuasive.
Responsive, responsive is
Responsive.
late.
Very good. Hmm? I agree with you. Very good. Excellent, Miguel. Very good. Excellent. Okay. And question for Juliana. Juliana, do you think you are a good communicator, Juliana?
I think I am.
Okay.
Maybe in Spanish I am. In English is a little difficult. But I think I'm a good communicator because I always try to understand my what the person I'm talking with. I try
Okay.
to listen and try to uh, tell my ideas. Uh, in Spanish, is easier to make him or her to understand me, but I'm struggling in English.
Okay.
But I try to be a good communicator.
Okay. Okay. And Juliana, how long have you been studying English?
I have been studying. I never study English like that, like an in a school in a
Oh,
school.
really? No.
But I always, when I was a kid, I always see like movies in English, and my friends talk in English, so I try to talk in English. So I never studies, so I'm very bad in grammar, but I'm good in speaking.
Oh, so it means, Juliana, that this is your first time that you take a formal class?
Yes, a formal class, yes. So
Oh, okay. 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 Very good.
grammatically, like I'm lost.
Okay. Okay, 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 very good. Okay, so you think that you are a better communicator in Spanish rather than in English?
Yes.
All right, very good. Okay, and Juliana, in your job, do you have to speak to people who speak in English?
Yes, that that's why I'm taking this class, because I have a lot of customers that live in Jamaica or Caribbean, so they
Okay.
talk in English all the time,
Oh,
and I'm 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 trying to talk as fast as they are, because they talk very fast and they talk in English very different. It's like they don't pronounce the words. They are like "Rah, rah, 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 rah." And what? Oh, you please just put me on the text
yes,
or send me a mail, because
yes.
they talk very very fast, and if I can understand them in like in our talking, but they talk all also in like technical technical words,
Ah,
for
yes,
example
of course, yes, yes, yes.
numbers, or for example weights or volumes, so that I'm struggling with that a lot.
Ah, okay, with figures.
Yes, figures.
Ah, okay, okay, very good, Johanna, very good. Okay, what about okay, Nubia? Nubia, do you consider yourself a good communicator, Nubia?
I could communicate in Spanish always, always, obviously because it's our native language. But
Okay.
I try to, I try, I try to communicate with other people in this language, but only not always, you know, um, and I try to be the best,
All
the
right.
best. But I and I have knowledge, obviously, but I have a lot of words missing, obviously. But I think my high problem is when you speak exactly when you're speaking when you're speaking it with other accent, no people
Yes.
with other accent people. Um, is difficult, but I try to understand. But I think that the idea is exactly good. The idea took the idea, yeah.
Great.
But if you don't understand the idea, obviously, it's impossible to speak in, yeah, something
Exactly.
or answer the question. The difficult is answer the question when you don't understand the question is difficult.
Oh, yes. Exactly. You have no idea what the question is about.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Very good. Exactly. Exactly. That's why, okay, it's important to pay attention to the speaking, okay? But also you need to practice, okay, in class, okay? Very good, friends. Okay, so let's continue. Okay. Here on the board, okay, look at this. Let's answer this exercise, okay? It says, complete the extra below from a talk by a communication expert with the verbs on the box. For example, I will say clarify, confuse, digress, engage, explain, interrupt, listen, and ramble. Okay. For example, maybe you don't know what is digress. Okay. What about, let's say, Juliana? What do you think is digress in Spanish, Juliana?
Okay.
What about clarify? Easy, no? Confuse? Okay, easy.
Uh-huh. The
But, but what about
degrees,
digress in Spanish, Juliana? What is that?
degrees. Maybe when you are, cuando no estás de acuerdo,
When, ah,
degrees, no.
when you, cuando no estás de
Cuando no
acuerdo,
estás de acuerdo,
that is
o no.
dis,
Degree, cuando
disagree.
disagrees.
Disagree, no? Disagree, okay? But
Digress.
digress, okay? Okay, digress, okay? This one, si no lo conocen, please write it down, please. Digress, okay? Digress, that is
As the
diva.
same as the same ramble, no?
Sorry, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so
Digress, and ramble, they are
as the same.
synonyms. And what are they in Spanish?
Okay, divagar.
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 Diva-
Digress and rumble.
divagar. Entonces,
Divagar.
darle la vuelta a algo, ¿no? No ir directo al punto. Very good. Digress, okay? Okay, engage. What about, let's say, Nubia? Nubia, what is engage?
Engage is as the same improve
Improve. Not
or
exactly.
not committed.
Very good. Engage, committed, okay? That is
Committed.
comprometer, ¿no? Comprometerse. Very good. Well, explain, very easy. Interrupt, super easy, okay? Listen, okay? And ramble, okay? Okay, so I will read it. It says, good communicators really listen to people and take in what is said. They maintain eye contact and have a relaxed body language, but they seldom, okay, unstop people talking. If they don't understand and want to something, they wait for a suitable opportunity. When speaking, effective communicators are good at giving information. They do not the listener. They make the point clearly. They will avoid technical terms, abbreviations, or jargon. Ah, question for Juliana. Juliana, what is jargon, Juliana? Jargon. What's that, Juliana? Jargon.
Jarco, jargon.
Yes, jargon.
Eh, jergas.
Very good. Jargon, my dear students, that jargon is only technical words for a science area. For example, you can say, like this, for example, you can say medical, you can say
Okay.
medical jargon, no? Or, for example, you can say, I don't know, education jargon.
Uh, jargon. I understand, Miguel,
Yes.
jargon, like exactly the native words in any country. Yeah, for example, here or Peru, exactly. Peru has specifically words in a specific. Obviously, it's like involve
Ah,
the
yes.
words.
Also,
Yeah,
for example, Mexican jargon, no? Mexican jargon
exactly. Colombian hard
is
jargon or
is the words that Mexican people, that we Mexican people use, okay?
exactly.
Exactly. But that is
As the
one
same,
meaning. Exactly, exactly. The same is
no
for
specifically technical word,
that is
but I think
also for technical words for specific areas of the knowledge. For example, medical jargon, education jargon, engineer jargon, okay, or country jargon, okay. Okay, I was going to say if they do need to
but
use
please, a question.
yes,
So can I say jargon or technical word in a specifically area?
good
It's
question.
better
Both,
because
yes,
when you say okay, so jargon, yes, jargon. People say okay. People say yeah, jargon. I know that jargon. All people technical no, American words exactly like what is the exactly the name? Uh, name. There is a specifically words in American English
yes.
that in that they say something. For example, for example, when you write an email,
Yes,
and there is other people say is or see this email
yes.
and to put it in a word specifically, pulino, pulino. I don't know what is the exactly the name in this word. I don't know what is the name when uh, when the American refers to
Yes.
these words. What is the name? I don't remember.
When
¿Cuál es? I speak in English. ¿Cuál es exactamente el nombre que le dan a las palabras exactamente que tienen? No es jerga, sino tienen otro nombre los americanos.
Slangs, slangs.
No, sí, slang también no, pero hay otro nombre, hay otro
language,
nombre.
slang is good, okay.
Hay otro que tú pones, por ejemplo, en un email cuando tú necesitas que otras personas vean ese email, entonces tú pones una palabra específica que dice, mira, estoy en loop, por ejemplo, es en loop,
Okay, loop, yes.
exacto, in loop, you are in loop, you are in loop, como tú estás en
Uh,
un,
to
¿cómo se
be,
llaman ese?
this one, to be on the loop now.
Exactly.
This is
¿Cómo se llaman
called,
ese tipo de,
yes, it's called,
how
the technical name in English is called idioms.
exactly, idioms.
Idioms,
That is my question.
yes.
That idioms as the same slangs jargon, or jargon is specifically technical words.
Idioms, my friends,
What is this?
is the big idea. And in idioms, we can find slang and we can find jargon too. Okay. Let's say that idioms, okay, is the big idea, and inside idioms, we can find slang and jargon. Okay. In fact, in this unit, we are going to study idioms, okay, business idioms. Remember, for idioms, they are phrases that are always together all the time.
Okay.
All the time. For example, look at this. I will tell you one, okay? Then look at this. To rain, cats and dogs. No?
Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs, no?
Cats and
To rain,
dogs.
cats and dogs. What is this? Let's say, Juliana. How is this in Spanish, Juliana? To rain,
Um,
cats and dogs, Juliana.
Rain, cats, and dog.
Literalmente dice llover, gatos y perros, pero vamos, that is impossible, ¿no?
Oh, I don't know what what that means.
No? What
No.
about
Está lloviendo muchísimo. En
¿En
exactly
Spanish está
serio?
lloviendo demasiado, demasiado. Están
rain,
cayendo
cats, gatos?
perros y
Exactly.
gatos, están cayendo. Entonces tú dices, oh, to
It's
rain cats and dogs.
raining cats and dogs. Exactly.
Rains, exactly.
¿Y qué significa? What does that mean? Están lloviendo gatos y perros. Acá en Perú no lo utilizan.
No, not even in Mexico, okay? Not even in Mexico.
No,
Literal es eso, ¿no? Llover, gatos y perros, pero como dice Nubia, se entiende, en inglés se debe entender como llover demasiado, llover a
demasiado.
cántaros, que se está
Ajá,
cayendo el cielo,
Ah,
¿no?
ok, llover mucho, granizar.
Llover mucho.
All the other idioms is broke a leg. Broke a leg?
Ah,
Broke a
yes,
leg, no?
to break a
Broke a
leg.
leg. To break a leg.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And what does it mean, Nubia? To break a leg.
Broke a leg is a lucky, a good luck, good luck.
Fíjate, Joana, literal dice, rómpete una pierna, ¿no?
Así es.
Pero, pero el significado es, no es el significado, es que le
Buena
estás
suerte.
deseando suerte a alguien. Okay.
Claro.
Break a leg.
I know one too. It's like take up your horses. Take up your horses.
Hold up.
Hold up your horses. Ajá.
Hold up your horses.
Yeah, this is other.
¿Y qué es, Juliana? ¿Qué es?
It's like relax.
Exactly. Relax because you're going too fast, okay?
Yes.
Es como muy rápido.
Exactly. Voy a poner uno más que se relaciona mucho con inglés de negocios. Vean. Win, okay. Situation. Okay. A win-win situation, okay. Ese es totalmente para negocios, ok. A win-win situation, ok, que es una situación de ganar-ganar. Okay. So it's good for the customer and it's also good for the enterprise, for the company. Yes. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, if they do need to use some familiar terminology, they, by giving an easy to understand example. Furthermore, although they may, in order to elaborate a point and give additional information and details where appropriate, they will not and lose sight of their main message. Really effective communicators who have the ability to, with colleagues, employees, customers, and suppliers, are a valuable asset for any business. Pues, chicas, ese se lo voy a compartir, chicas, por la nube para que lo tengan. Esperen. Se los voy a compartir con la nube. Esperen un segundo. Para que lo tengan y lo puedan trabajar bien. Esperen. Y todo, lo puedan ver todo completo. Wait a minute. Very good. Esperen un segundito. Very good. Very good. Very good. Sorry. Ok. Vamos a compartirlo para que lo tengan y puedan trabajarlo much better. Very good. There it goes. Okay. There it goes. Okay. And Juliana, what's the weather like right now in Peru, Juliana?
Right now it's a little bit sunny because we are getting into summertime. So
Okay.
sometimes some in the morning it's a little bit cold, but in the afternoon you have a big sun. So it's kind of good now because
Ah,
in Lima, I live in Lima,
okay.
and they always say that Lima is like the belly of a donkey because it's very gray.
Okay. I understand. Good. What about Nubia? What about in Colombia, Nubia? What is the weather like now?
Currently, we have a cold, weather. Sometimes, as the same TF Mexico, because
Yes.
in the same day we have suns, raining, etc., etc. Yeah, but here in this moment we have a cold. Oh my goodness, it's terrible. But after afternoon, I think that could be raining. Yeah, could be
All
raining.
right. Okay.
A
Okay.
lot of raining. Cats and
All right.
dogs.
Exactly. It's raining cats and dogs. Very good. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share the link with you here on the chat. Okay, from me and also on WhatsApp. Okay. There it is.
Okay.
There also on the WhatsApp group. Okay. There it is. Okay. Okay. So if you click on the link, obviously you will be able to see the activity. Okay. Now it's on your site. Okay. For example, it says good communicators really listen to people and take in what is said. Okay. They maintain, okay, eye contact and have relaxed body language, but they seldom interrupt, interrupt, and stop. There it is, okay. Let me change the color. Interrupt and stop people talking. Okay. I will continue, please, from number 3 to number 8. Okay. Listen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, and 5 is going to be Nubia. 6, 7, and 8 is going to be Juliana. Okay. 3, 4, and 5, Nubia. 6, 7, and 8, Juliana. Very good. Okay.
Okay.
They take your time. They take your time to analyze. Okay. So now look at this. We can erase listen. Okay. We can erase, look at this. We can erase listen and we can erase interrupt. Okay. Very good.
I cannot write.
No?
No.
Okay, let me wait, let me check the access. Okay. The access is open, it should be ready. Okay, let's put it there. Okay. And also put it on the chat, okay? On WhatsApp.
Or put in, or I told you, I can tell
No?
you. I can tell you the words.
You cannot actually
Yeah, because I can like put in the word.
okay, okay. If not, no problem. Okay, write down there on your I don't know on a Word file, and then you will tell them. Okay, to me. Okay, but no, not a problem. Good. Remember, Nubia is going to be 3, 4, and 5, and Juliana is 6, 7, and 8. Okay, very good. Okay, let's allow 3 more minutes. Okay, and then we check it. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I start with let's say Nubia. Nubia says if they don't understand and want to,
Clarify.
I will write that for you. Okay, and want to clarify
Uh-huh.
something. They
Something.
will you read? They wait.
They wait for a suitable opportunity. When speaking, effective communicators are good at giving information. They do not degrees their listener.
They do not decrease. Okay. Well, I would say they do not confuse. No, like this. They do not confuse. Sorry. They do not
Confused.
confuse
Okay, confused.
the listening. They made the point clearly.
Pretty
Okay.
clear. They
Bit-
will avoid technical terms, abbreviation, or jargon. If they do need to use unfamiliar terminology, they explain
Very good. By
by
giving
giving easy to understand example. Furthermore,
there.
all
Very good. Thank you. That is all. Very good. Excellent. Good. 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 Let's say Juliana. Let's say furthermore, although they may Juliana.
I was with okay.
Okay.
Furthermore, although they may
Degrees.
decrease
Good. Degrees. Okay. Degrees. Degrees.
okay, in order to elaborate, I know I think it's double
Good.
S. Okay. In order to elaborate a point and give additional information and details where appropriate, they will not ramble and lose sight of their main message. Really effective communicators who have the ability to engage with colleagues, employees, customers, and suppliers are valued asset for any business.
Exactly. Exactly. Excellent, my friends. This was easy for you. Very good. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. So listen, before we go, let's do this. Okay. It says, let's practice some listening. It says, listen again and complete these tips. Okay. With one word in each gap. Which tip do you find the most useful? For example, let's say, please, Nubia, could you please read? The way you stand,
The
the way you stand,
the way you stand, known as
okay, is important.
no, yeah, but what is the word?
Here, for this one, we're going to listen, okay? But first, let's read, okay? First, let's read the activity,
Ah, okay, okay,
then we listen, okay? Good.
okay.
Known, good.
Known as gap is important. Try to be gap, but not rigid. Take take up of the space and don't hide behind the table or gap.
Good.
Use a remote to deliberate you from your laptop.
Very good. Very good. I just continue, please use, uh,
Who?
Nubia, please, Nubia. Use eye
Ah,
contact.
okay. Use eye contact to gap the whole room, not just the first few rooms.
Go,
The
very good.
way you are, the way you use
Okay.
uh, an intonation can produce all sorts of light and dark in your voice that add interest and get the audience paying attention. Avoid shouting.
Good.
Try out the microphone beforehand.
Very good.
Observe your gestures so that they don't become add gap to the audience.
The audience, okay? Okay, so I'm
Mhm.
also going to share this with you, okay? And you will have it there on your side. Very good. Give me a second, okay? And, okay, so you can work it there, okay? Let me save it to the cloud. Okay, there it is. Very good. Okay, so let me, very good. Good, 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 good. Okay. Okay, obviously, if you click on the link, okay, you will be able to see the listening activity. And it's there.
Mhm.
Very good. Okay, very good. Okay, there it is. Okay, let me, very good. Okay, ladies, I'm going to paste it here on the chat, okay, from Meet, okay, and also on WhatsApp, okay. Very good. There it is, okay. Okay, I will play the recording, okay. I will play the audio, okay. I will play the audio twice, okay, so that you can listen to it, okay. Very good. So, okay, there it is, okay. Okay, I'm just going to project the audio, okay. I won't project the exercise, okay. and so that you can focus on the audio. There it goes. Okay. Okay, there it goes. Okay, I'm going to project the audio.
First Impressions, Track 2, Unit 1. First Impressions, Track 2.
We think about posture, for example, the way one stands, the way in which you can be upright but not rigid, the way you take charge of the space, for example, rather than hiding behind a table or a lectern. You try to get that direct contact with your audience. A problem comes, of course, with PowerPoint, where people want to stay near their laptop to change the slides. And obviously, the message is very simple. Just use a remote, and that will liberate you from your laptop. But also the way that we use our eye contact to scan the room rather than just look at the first few rows, so that everybody feels as though there's a conversation going on, no matter how far back they are or whether they're at the sides of the room. The way in which we use modulation in our voices, you know, the kind of intonation that we use. There is also sometimes perhaps a tendency to want to shout in order to be heard in a large room. If there's a microphone, try it out before the audience arrives. See how your voice sounds. Get that feel for how you're going to sound, how you're going to come across, and modulate your voice accordingly. But also remember how important intonation is. English is the language of Shakespeare, after all. So we have that capacity to produce all sorts of light and dark shades in our voices that add interest and get the audience really paying attention. And I think also we need to think very carefully about how we control our gestures. Certainly all of us have perhaps particular mannerisms that we might use, but you know, the flicking of the hair, or the nervous fidgeting with a bracelet or a ring, or the constant adjustment of the suit jacket, or the nervous cough can become a distraction to the audience. And all of that can happen in the first minute or so. I mean, it is a long time when you're speaking.
Unit 1. First Impressions, Track 2.
We think about posture, for example, the way one stands, the way in which you can be upright but not rigid, the way you take charge of the space, for example, rather than hiding behind a table or a lectern. You try to get that direct contact with your audience. A problem comes, of course, with PowerPoint, where people want to stay near their laptop to change the slides. And obviously, the message is very simple. Just use a remote, and that will liberate you from your laptop. But also the way that we use our eye contact to scan the room rather than just look at the first few rows, so that everybody feels as though there's a conversation going on, no matter how far back they are or whether they're at the sides of the room. The way in which we use modulation in our voices, you know, the kind of intonation that we use. There is also sometimes perhaps a tendency to want to shout in order to be heard in a large room. If there's a microphone, try it out before the audience arrives. See how your voice sounds. Get that feel for how you're going to sound, how you're going to come across, and modulate your voice accordingly. But also remember how important intonation is. English is the language of Shakespeare, after all. So we have that capacity to produce all sorts of light and dark shades in our voices that add interest and get the audience really paying attention. And I think also we need to think very carefully about how we control our gestures. Certainly all of us have perhaps particular mannerisms that we might use, but you know, the flicking of the hair, or the nervous fidgeting with a bracelet or a ring, or the constant adjustment of the suit jacket, or the nervous cough can become a distraction to the audience. And all of that can happen in the first minute or so. I mean, it is a long time when you're speaking.
Okay, very good, man. So let's see. Were you able to catch information? Yes.
Más o menos.
Menos.
So,
Okay. So. Okay, very good. Okay, so but it's okay. It's almost 2 minutes for the class finish. Okay. Okay. I'm going to share the wait a minute. I'm going to share the audio with you. Okay, so you can also have access to it. Homework is going to be that, okay, to listen to the activity again,
uh-huh.
okay, and complete the text. Okay, here I'm going to share the file with you here on the chat, also here, okay, from Meet and also on the chat from WhatsApp, okay. Very good. So the last 2 minutes, let's practice some conversation. Okay, question, let's say for Nubia. Nubia, what are you going to do on the weekend, Nubia?
On my weekend,
Yes. What are you
on
going to
this
do
weekend.
next weekend?
Ah, okay. So the next weekend or weekend? On weekend.
This next Saturday and Sunday. This next weekend.
Next weekend.
Huh?
Okay. So
Which is
what we'll do?
tomorrow. Huh? What are you going to do?
Okay.
What are your plans for the
I
weekend?
Yeah, well, my plan is to go to my kids to the other places to relax.
All right.
To relax on. So for tomorrow, we need to go to the classes for my kid, for my little kid.
All right.
He's playing drum,
The drums. Yes.
the drums.
Amazing. Great. Very good. Okay. Good. No, yeah. Good. And what about Juliana? Juliana, what are you going to do on the weekend, Juliana?
well, this weekend I'm planning to see my dog. I have my baby dog. She was very bad. She's now in UCI. She has very bad. So now this clinic veterinary talked to me today and told me that she was already eating. So I'm very excited. So I'm going to see her all this weekend and see if I can be with her all the time that I can and come to my house. So that's my plan.
Okay. And when are you taking your dog to your house?
Well, I don't know when yet because she has a very hard surgery, and she's now there in the clinic, and they won't let me take her home, so I have to wait. But she's eating, and that's a very good thing. So I hope this weekend pass very fast, and I can take her home on Monday or something like that. I hope so.
Very good.
I
Very excellent. Okay, Nuria Juliana. Okay, so remember the board. Okay,
Mhm.
the board is always open for you. Okay, you can access the board whenever you want to. Okay, is totally open for you. And here on the board, we are going to have all our classes, all our lessons. Okay, all the activities are going to be here. Okay. Okay. So let's say Nubia and Juliana, any questions so far about the topics we were checking today? Something not
No,
clear?
all
No?
clear.
Very good.
Not for me, not for me, but
Okay, Nubia. Nubia and Juliana, so thank you for being here today. Okay, see you in next class. Have a great weekend. Please take care. Stay healthy. Okay, and take care. Very good. Okay? Nice to meet you, Nubia. Nice to
Thank
meet you, Juliana. Okay. Thank you very
thank
much. Yes, thank you.
thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you. Good.
Bye.
Good.
Bye.